A hell of a day.
It was.
Yeah, successful.
I'm extremely happy with the battle. It felt good.
You like to remove heads.
This last time, to be fair, I removed arms.
This is true. This is true. You did remove
Is that a
arms.
bugbear thing, or is that just a
Tim thing.
you thing?
I have ways that I deal with enemies that I prefer to show force.
It's his more aggressive nature.
That's
coming out.
that's
Just what
definitely
he's
a
trying to
bugbear
say.
thing, less of a monk thing.
I'm going to take some kind of carte blanche here as the DM. And you guys have a great rest. If anything needs to be prepared, there is time in which to do that.
Yep.
But you guys are on the last day of the journey to Ralderain. The last time you were here, Haldra, which was only a couple hundred years ago, there were no buildings. During the war, there was never any talk of any buildings. But as you get closer to Ralderain, you start seeing, and I will put the camera on just for this because you start seeing ruins that shouldn't be there, and they are old. You can tell that this was once something pretty cool. Interesting place. Definitely elvish based on the architecture. This is ancient elven. Somewhere 500 to 800 years ago, this kind of architecture. And Alana would know this. You've grown up as an elf. You know the history of your people. But as you get closer to the main building, your dagger starts doing what it normally does when near something this old. And it's pointing towards that main chapel there. You can see that there's some decay, abnormal decay, but nothing that looks like it would harm you. It just looks like the earth itself is aging in those areas. The buildings and the walls themselves are aging. We are now in Ralderain. Each of you were given missives. You were to check the perimeter. You were to make sure things are in a secure order. Thanks to Ganj, you have a chest to make sure that that happens. You were to handle and to make sure this relic did what it was supposed to do. Where is everybody? Your dagger's calling you towards the center of that main room.
So we coming from this direction, or
Yep.
okay?
Okay.
So, this is the same evening.
This is the next day.
The next day.
Next
Everybody's back to full health. I took some liberties there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be toward the chapel where my dagger's
Yep.
pointing because I'm kind of following the movement of it.
More forward than us.
Sure.
Because now we are in doing our jobs as the missives.
And then I'm back behind you guys, probably 3 or 4 squares.
Grunin, you are now kind of we are at the situation. What, as the leader, direction are you giving your team?
Shoot. So this is her quote mission take, or is
No,
it
so
This
this
is
is
us.
the mission for all of you.
the mission?
But her and Buchaka were asked to make sure the relic is contained and verify that it is actually a relic. You were asked to do operational security, and you were to make sure that things of a mechanical nature are done if needed to secure
Containment
the relic.
issues.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So with that, I'm going to ask Haldra, may I borrow your construct to help secure the area?
Oh, absolutely. Feel
feel free to ask him, and he's normally more than willing to aid those that are friends.
So what basically I'm gonna do now at this point is I'm gonna kind of move myself kind of here and put the construct, and we're just kind of.
Yep. Do what you got to do. We're not in combat, so movement doesn't really matter. You guys do as you
So we're
think is fit.
basically just gonna have those two. Haldra, you are free to check the area for what you are required. You two know what you need to do. You are free to do those.
Yep.
We're just gonna hold perimeter to make sure that everything is safe
Okay.
while you guys partake of your task.
Second. I'm going to, yeah. So I kind
What's
of
behind here? Is it just more?
walk
It's kind
loosely.
of nothing. It's kind of that because it's at the very northern part of the map,
Okay.
so it's kind of just.
I kind of walk loosely around the perimeter, kind of more towards the direction of Veterun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
On this
yep,
way.
yep, kind of that way. Close enough to where I can get an eye on anything suspicious. It looks ancient. I kind of look over to Grunin and go, as a dwarf, you all are very hands-on with the earth. What's your best guess as to the age of this? This looks ancient, but in my experience, I've never seen this in this area.
Let me take a look. So I'm gonna move up a little bit closer and just kind of investigate and like handle the stonework to see
Yep.
how it was forged and like the age of it all.
Yeah. So this is Elven, and it is much older than any Elven you've ever seen, and so based on that knowledge, at least 800 years old.
The stonework is centuries old, beyond anything I have seen from current architectural work in any elven fixtures.
My understanding is about the same, which is why I asked you. I needed a second opinion because from everything I can derive, this is before me, and that's hard to say.
Several hundred years old, yeah.
It's-
Like I said, I've never seen it. I have no clue from.
I've
What
been here
masonry work?
before and I've never seen it. This is definitely strange.
Alana, how do you feel about this structure? What do you know? What do you see?
Yeah. Are there any elvish legends of anything in this area?
Not that I'm aware
Roll
of.
me a history check.
I got a. It'd be 8.
8. I mean, there's stories of ancient Elven lands and homes and structures far exceeding, because elves can live hundreds of years. So there's tales far exceeding. So, Alana, are you going to get closer to where your dagger's pointing? Buchaka's moved up. Buchaka, are you going to leave the chest on your back, or are
Yeah.
you going to put it somewhere?
I'm gonna leave it on my back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go with Buchaka. We're going to
Okay.
stay together because we're
Yep,
kind of
and
in the.
you're-
Like that, or
Your
Next to it, right there. Yep.
your dagger's doing kind of like the water stick thing. It is definitely moving and leading you towards whatever it's sensing, which is actually going to be just inside that door.
Okay, before we enter,
Yeah.
I'm going to take the bunny.
Yep.
I'm going to put him on top of the chest.
Okay.
Bunny, you suck at recon.
But the chest is on my back.
Exactly. So he's going to guard the chest. Anything.
And you can feel the weight of the bunny, but you still really don't feel the weight of the chest.
the bunny has more weight than the chest does.
So if anything tries to come for the box, squeal. Because we know you can do that.
Okay. So do you guys move into the room?
Are you talking to it, or are
I'm
you,
talking to the bunny.
So if Buchaka has any ability to kind of like meditate or have a sense, he's going to meditate on the building.
Roll me a
and-
d20.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, so almost the feeling you had in the tower last night. It's kind of when you meditate on the things ebbing and flowing around you, that's kind of how you're picking up on those same kind of feelings.
And is this in proximity of our final like destination?
This is Ralderain.
Okay.
This is the relic you were sent to retrieve.
I'll let the team know I feel the same as I did in the tower. There is something here, and I believe it is the artifact or item that we were looking for.
Would it be best to leave the chest further away for now?
I don't feel that it would. If everybody would like me to, I will.
That is up to you. You're the one that's bearing it right now.
It feels nothing on my back.
Well, if we were to go in there and get it, it would be safest just immediately put it in the box, and you have seals if what we're after is broken.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, so do you guys move in?
I think we do.
So as you move in, Grunin, you hear, "Oi!" And you look back the other direction, and you see 4 people walking towards you, and they are wearing a sash that has the Crimson Veil symbol on it. "Oi! What are you doing here?"
We're here for Joffrey's.
No. We're the acquisition team getting this one.
That is not what we were told.
I don't... What acquisition team are you?
17.
We're acquisition team 4. We've been doing this much longer than you just started. We're going to go ahead and take over this one.
No.
So, just as steel was beginning to leave sheaths and axes were coming off of backs, you hear a shwee, and then a and you see 4 heads fall to the ground in front of you, where these men were just standing.
It's not
So we
good.
see their foreheads?
Yeah,
Or-
their foreheads.
There are 4 heads.
Their bodies slump over, and there is this knight in the most beautiful armor you've ever seen standing there. And he puts the tip of his sword into the ground, kneels his head, and says, "Sorry about that, my friends. I hate these acquisition teams. I am Sir Cauldron Vane. I am a paladin, and I work for and with other knights of the Ashen Bow. Let that be the end of pretenders and scavengers, I say." And then he looks at them. "You were not chosen by coin or title. You were chosen by breath of fate itself," as he kicks a head out of the way. Very much in that knightly tone. And he looks at you, Grunin. Have you alerted everyone that
No.
this happened?
Not yet.
So he looks at you and
'Cause
goes,
if they're inside, I don't want them
Yeah.
to be put at risk just yet.
he looks at you and he goes, "You carry death in your hands, whether you know it or not. Sanguine stirs. Joffrey is no fool, but neither is he your ally. You have a choice now, friend." He goes, "Would you please bring the others out so that I may talk to all of you and give you the choices that we have for you?"
Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm assuming that at this point they're kind of...
Well, I would say Haldra and the Steel Defender definitely saw, because they were outside and heard the oi and saw the heads come off.
And I would assume that these two, I don't know what you guys would have done, or if they would have moved further in or not.
Well, it was as they were moving in, you heard the oi, so it's kind of like they were kind of cresting that doorway.
So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna talk to Chaka and say, "I need you to drop the chest and hide it."
I can do that.
Okay. And so,
Stay with the chest, bunny.
and then I was like, and I said, "Come, let us greet." And
So you guys can all kind of gather around that middle wall there a little bit and talk.
where do you want them?
I will go with you, Grunin, and I'm going to ask Federun to kind of
Yep.
just still meander back to where Buchaka was.
Okay. Kind of where the chest is.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
We'll bring our characters forward
you
to
wanna be
next Holder.
He's gonna act like he's still looking, not that he's
Mhm.
guarding
Yeah,
something.
that's
but
fine.
And if you could move Calden
And
Vane up there.
to about here, or
Yep. And he looks at you and he goes, "Ah, sorry, I did not know I was in the presence of a lady." And he bows. She's Sarah Calderon Vane, at your service, ma'am.
Your chance to woo him.
And he says,
Charisma check.
-1.
he says, those relic hunters are gathering these pieces. The Order of the Ashen Vow has sworn to protect the realm. We are working with the Order of the Hidden Flame at trying to protect this world from the evil we believe. We don't have proof, but we believe there is evil Joffrey is trying to bring about on all of us. We know that you are his newest acquisition team. And he looks at you, Grunin, and goes, "I think you've met my inside man, so to speak. He is a unchatty fellow, goes by the name of Thalen."
I have met Thalen.
You missed a perception check in the bar. You would have seen his red cape,
Thalen's cape or this guy's?
that guy's cape, leave the bar as you were talking with Thalen.
So he kind of would have then kind of heard the conversation
Yes.
of my mistrust already.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
We have options. We will leave them to you. And he kind of has this grin. He goes, "You can do one of these 4 options. First one being refuse any option I give you and walk away. Return to your lives, go back to the natural order of things, and hope that Joffrey doesn't find you or what he brings back also misses your lives. To me, that is the coward's way." He says, "You can work against Joffrey by deceiving him. You return to him, tell him the relic was never found. Ask for the next task. All the while, bring every piece you find to one of our contacts throughout Belkarth. You can serve Joffrey under the eye of the watchful, or under the eye of the Ashen Vow. What I mean is you deliver what you find to him. You let him think he is winning, but you deliver any news of what is going on to us. We are in the sanctuary of Black Hollow. We are farther than your lands, boy," as he looks at you, Grunin. "Farther south than your lands. So there's some uncharted territory to the far south of the country. I will tell you where it is if that's the choice you choose. It will stay sealed, and we will all be kept mostly in the dark. Or you can deny all these options, and then I will have to challenge you. What say you? I must bring an answer back to my brethren post-haste."
So, out of character.
Yep.
The second and third option. The second option was we don't deliver anything.
You don't deliver anything to Joffrey. You bring the relics to the Ashen Vow and the Hidden Flame.
Mhm.
They deal with the relics. Or option 2 was option 3, then being
Bring it back, but
bring
report.
it back, but report everything that happens. Kind of double agent.
Mhm.
The first one is trying to be deceitful, whereas you'll be doing less lying with the option of being the double agent. Or you refuse both of these options and leave, or you
Fight in.
fight Calderon Vane, who
Well-
just took the heads off of 4 very strong acquisition hunters
With one foul swoop.
with one foul swoop.
Almost like it was a cutscene in a show or something. All right, so
I can give you a moment. I can walk away, not too far, of course, because I don't want these things getting out of hand. But I can let you discuss things if you need to.
now my next question is: Would he
Yes.
know any? Would he know anything about? What was his name? His, I guess, master or whatever.
Gone.
Gon. Would he know what Gon is also doing with these relics, or is that completely separate? Or is it 2 different entities effectively going? One sealing them. and-
Well, so you've had now this being the 4th person that's asked for a different way for you to interact with these relics. First being Joffrey, of course, acquiring them for him. You then had Brother Malik ask you to report your stuff to the Hidden Flame. Not necessarily take the relics to him, but at least report back to him what was happening. You then had Gond tell you to put them in the chest and keep them safe and keep them. And as far as
He's
you can
not
tell,
asking you to collect them. He's
Right.
just saying,
yes,
Well, no, I'm trying to figure
right.
out.
And now you have Sir Cauldron Vane saying the Order of the Ashen Vow
He's working with.
was working with the Hidden Flame, which you haven't told them about the meeting with the Hidden Flame yet.
Hidden Flame
Well,
is
you did, but you didn't.
He didn't divulge details. Okay.
Hidden Flame
um,
is from the time of the gods too. They are aware of, at least from notes.
Okay,
about
no, I
The
mean,
world
Hidden Flame,
building,
the Hidden Flame is clerics, and so they still believe in the gods,
and they
and they are working on their own agenda, and they've asked Buchaka to help.
Okay.
with the
that's what we
Ashen.
know.
But you're saying the Ashen Vow is working with the Hidden Flame.
Yes,
they
the
are
Hidden
working with
Flame
Hidden
is an
Flame.
order from the time of the gods. So these three characters are kind of not necessarily directly connected, but
Well,
we've got a god, we've got an order from the time of the gods, and then we've got an order working with the order from the time of the
Okay.
gods.
Well, back in character, I'm going to. Would I know anything about him working with the Hidden Flame at all, or no?
No,
No.
he just told you that the cleric asked for him to come pay respects.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go to the team, and obviously they heard all of this. We've been given several tasks now with these, or at least three tasks on these tasks. One is to give it to the Ashen Vow, which is working with Hidden Flame. Give it to Joffrey, or put it in his chest to protect Blackgon.
At this point, I'll disclose everything that Brother Malik.
You don't have to go in detail. So he had a conversation with Brother Malik and was asked to report back to the Hidden Flame through Brother Malik about what has happened.
Which is also what Sir Cauldron Vane is asking, just to report back and be a double agent.
Right, correct.
How can we be a double agent when Joffrey knows everything?
He
And we
doesn't know
haven't
everything.
figured this out yet.
He knows enough, but
he
he
can
doesn't-
see what he can see, but he doesn't know what he can't see.
Hmm.
I don't know if he reaches this far or not in terms of being able to know what he knows. And that's my fear of the double agent is we give stuff to Joffrey, but then he knows we're betraying him.
So, in my opinion, we keep the one relic that we have in the chest forever, or hide it, whatever. So, in all matters, Joffrey would not have all the pieces. We would have one piece away from bringing the god back together.
But
So,
does he need all the pieces, or does he just need a majority?
I would say he would need all the pieces of the god to put him back together correctly. I have no idea. I am just a monk.
Yeah, I would say maybe we can give up the piece we found, because
Spec-
obviously there is still. Well, I mean, our piece is hidden in the same place that the relic that we were asked to retrieve is still currently located. We have not found our objective. We have found
we found
an
it.
accessory.
I say we go forward with the objective, grab this one, but leave this, the one that we've already found,
Mhm.
as a hidden item that Joffrey may or may not know that we have.
Mhm.
I don't
And
want
hopefully the box shelter, like
Oh, well, I feel like we
shields.
can trust the knight. We can maybe clue him in on what we have so far and say, well, we take option 2, which is deliver the item back to Joffrey and keep them in the loop. But part of keeping them in the loop is also like, hey, we just came across this other piece that we're going to leave here, but still entrust
I
the
would say
knowledge to
there's
you.
I would say there's no harm in not letting him know of the piece we already found.
My question is he actually working with the church? I mean, the Hidden Flame, or is he just saying that?
Going back to the notes, Lord of the Ashen Vow, the mysterious knightly order. One man in recent years claimed to be a part of it. And when someone questioned his honor, the entire group was beheaded.
Right.
So that's the established lore so far. And this guy came in and said he's from the Ashen Vow and cut everybody's heads
Would
off.
we know it? Well, the question is, would we
I
actually
think this
know
is
that?
the
or
dude
is
that's
that-
part of the
during
Ashen
world
Vow.
building, that was one of the things I said that you would know. Of
Okay,
the
I just want to make sure that we
Yep.
that's not just like the world knowledge, or if that was actual like knowledge that's
So
like,
you guys are talking, and he's just sitting there, polishing and cleaning the remnants of acquisition.
I,
teams
I
were
also
all-
have a feeling that if he wanted to take what we had, he would have just done it.
Yeah.
True.
How does Alana feel about all this?
I say we work with him, but I suck at lying, so I don't think double spy is a good idea.
So our options to be weighed here is option 2, we hand it over and say we don't have any relics, or option 3, we give the relics and be a double agent. I'm
Or-
going with option 2.
We acquire both, hand the one Joffrey doesn't realize we have over, and take the one he's expecting back to him.
So give the one we have to the knight.
How is Gon going to feel about us giving away the relic that we just...
And it's in a box that's protecting it. Without the box, we don't know what it's going to do to the knight.
I say, and this is my opinion, is we hang on to the box. 'Cause the knight doesn't know we have it yet. We keep it with
As
us.
far as we know.
As far as we know. We keep it with us. We don't leave it. We don't want any other acquisition teams coming upon this box and bringing it back. But we give the relic that we do find here to the knight and play ignorant to the fact that it's there. I'm going
Okay.
with option 2.
All right.
Or you guys can go with option 4, but that's...
So we're basically going to tell Joffrey it was not there.
or that somebody may have already found it and it ran off with it.
Okay.
There's always that option that, because there are more than one acquisition team that's out here. I mean, we just
Well,
saw one
and
get beheaded, so
Acquisition Team 4 just died.
yeah. So we know there is acquisition teams out looking for these relics besides us. So we could always say another one may have found it, and then
Well,
if they don't report back, then
they'll see the bodies and probably blame it on somebody else or whatnot, that they beat us there. That could work, but I'm not lying. Someone else is going to tell Joffrey I'm not doing it.
I'm okay with your decision.
I'm
What did
seconding
you
that.
guys choose?
option 2.
To give
So-
the knight the relic that's here.
That's here in the
And
building.
tell Joffrey that it was not there to find.
All right.
Yeah,
So then
that
with-
we came upon the bodies of acquisition that maybe there was some identification
Yeah.
of an acquisition team.
Do some cover.
Of
for
some,
it.
yeah, exactly.
then and that with that knowledge, I'm gonna ask Haldra, have your construct to grab the other chest and bring it to us.
Mhm.
So it's gonna have him.
Yep,
And
and,
we're-
it's
and we're
it's
gonna
still
keep-
wandering around acting like it's just like looking at
Oblivious.
stuff.
And we're gonna keep the chest with the relic in it.
And then we're gonna give
But
the
right now we're keeping it hidden. We don't want.
We
them
have to find the other one
the other
first here.
relic first.
We know it's.
So, if you were to actually walk back in there, it is kind of half buried. Your dagger would have led you right to it's kind of half buried. Like this whole place looks like it rose out of the sands of this beach on this river, and it's kind of cracked open a little bit, and you can see this essence kind of, and that looks like it's what's killing the earth around, aging, I should say, the earth around it. What do you guys do?
We need to seal it.
Well, I'm gonna. Is everybody still here, or did these?
We found
Well,
what
you
we're
made your
looking
decision.
for.
I'm assuming you guys told.
We asked
For
kind
Vayne.
of role play the interaction.
Okay, so let's
Um,
role play the interaction.
Sir Cauldron Vane.
Aye, yes. You guys made a decision, and he kind of sheathes his sword. What is it?
My question to you:
Yes.
are you able to protect the relics if they are damaged?
Damaged. No. The relics I've handled have all been intact in
Yep.
these ancient casks.
So if we were to hand a relic that was damaged to you, what would you?
I don't know.
You do not know.
He points towards the kind of dying and decaying earth. He goes, if it can do that, who knows what it can do to me? I am just but a man.
Just let him in.
Well, I guess then while they're still discussing, I'm going to kind of make my way back towards the decay. Because I feel now that I'm taking a second look at it that I've seen this effect before.
And do you two want to just
Why don't you roll me a history check then?
stand close, or you guys want to?
We're standing with the knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I am.
I'm
You're on alert but nervous kind of thing. Like.
What'd you get?
Ah!
What'd you get?
Critical fail.
Nice.
But
yeah, you don't know
I
if
have
you've seen
I have a
it
7.
before. Yeah, you don't know if
37.
you've seen it.
All right. So I guess Because we wouldn't know that this was. You told us, but we don't know that the relic itself is damaged. It was more of a question opposed to him.
Oh, I thought they were
Well-
going to go ahead and grab it.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
So they will know that once they go to that point
Okay.
that it's damaged and needs to be sealed.
Yeah. But he said it was cracked open and there was a
the
decay.
leaking of
Yeah.
death.
In essence, yeah.
So are they affected by it as they're picking it up, or
before we pick it up, we would reseal it.
If
I,
that's what you chose. to
That's
do.
what I would choose to do.
Yeah, roll me a d20.
19.
Yeah, so you open up the box that Claude gave you before leaving town, and in it is a chain already fitted with a lock that's not clasped, that has a seal that once you clasp it, you can tell you wouldn't be able to necessarily wrestle it open.
Okay. So we reseal it.
Yeah, and it seals up, and you hear the kind of like pressurizing almost, and that mist stops, and then you can see straight from the source that things slowly are starting to look normal again.
so like the landscape is not like healing, but it's the death is
The
stopped.
depth is subsiding, and then the sand directly where the cask was has begun to turn to look like sand and not black sand again and stuff.
okay.
And this is the cast we're going to give to the knight.
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
So we carry it back and we put it at the knight's feet and say this is the relic we were here for, and we will report back to Joffrey that we could not find it. There was acquisition team 4 that was beheaded,
We don't know
By
if
an
it's missing.
unknown person
Yeah.
or thing we don't know.
so we feel that the either another acquisition team took care of the relic and the team, or an outside entity took the relic, swinging its sword on the way out.
Okay. So you are supposed to, and this is kind of out, but after going to Raldorain, you're meant to report back to Reinhold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
that's what you will do. So Calvin Bane looks, picks up the cask and puts it in his pouch. You know, these boxes are about like that.
Okay.
I mean, we're breaking a being in 777 pieces.
Yeah, we got
That's big
bones.
enough. So he puts it in his pouch and he says, "Most grateful. When you're next in Dusk Hollow, if you have any information, reach out to Thalen. He's usually in the market or at the tavern. That is the safest place in a city full of watchful eyes for us to have a quick chat."
Question for you, Knight.
Yes. Yes.
Is there any way to alert to Thalen without alerting to Joffrey?
Yes. Maybe. So you are meant to go where after this mission?
Rampart.
Reinhold. I have a contact in Reinhold, young stable boy named Robert. Human, about 18 years old. He can deliver a message to Dusk Hollow if need be, to Thalen. Let him know that Sir Cauldron Vane has asked this of him, and he will do it. May want some coin for the trouble, but he will do it without much argument.
For Cauldron Vane, are you familiar with Brother Malik?
Ah, yes, Brother Malik.
My contact in Dusk Hollow is Brother Malik,
Okay.
and he's asking for me to report to him.
I
Art.
find it okay for you to report to him, but be mindful. He is loud. He is the leader of the church there, and he is vocally and publicly against Joffrey, and he has many eyes on him. Not that we work close with the clerics of the Hidden Flame, but be mindful of the eyes everywhere. There are many secrets in this world that Joffrey does not know about. And my order to the south and the size of our order is one of those secrets.
I'll not speak of you to Brother Malik.
And then I go to extend a handshake to
Yeah, and he clasps and very good.
be working with a new partner. Again.
Be careful.
You as well.
Joffrey does not do well with failure or subterfuge. do not lead on to him that you are lying, he will know. So be careful. I do not want to see harm come to you. If you staying alive means you take this relic to him, I would rather that. If you think you could deceive him, I trust your judgment.
I'm sure we can find a way. We have enough evidence out here to pose that there was another acquisition team killed.
Ah, yes, quite right. And he pulls out the handkerchief that has the symbol of the Ashen Vow on it and kind of throws it on one of the bodies. Clean yourself up. And he leaves that.
And so, does the acquisition team have some kind of badge on them to like?
That one did. Had a Crimson Vaults, like a sash or a banner that had the symbol of the Crimson Vault on it.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it and put it into my inventory as a way to present it. It's like, here is evidence that there was a dead acquisition team here. And that way, if someone shows up, the bodies aren't here, but I have evidence that there was at some point.
And you have
Okay.
we have other evidence because he left his handkerchief
Right, exactly.
on the
Yeah.
dead bodies. So there's
Very good.
we have two.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah, quite right. And so just make a note. And if you guys have collected anything throughout this, make sure you're keeping notes of them, and so I can put them in your inventory, please.
Yep.
Is there anything of worth to loot from the dead bodies?
They would have basic gear just like you. They get their stuff from Malin just like you do.
Well, then I'll collect the basic things like food and
Roll me an investigation check.
19 plus 5.
You find 15 gold pieces and 2 potions of healing on the bodies.
Nice.
That was the only thing really worth taking.
It was a worthy find.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are near the. This is supposed to be a river. It's supposed to be actually the ocean.
That's the river.
Okay.
So you guys had to kind of cross the river to get to Delrain. It's very shallow right there. So that's on the other side of that river is the Arvindale Woods.
Okay.
And so you were kind of on that little spot that's sectioned off by itself on the map where Raldorain is.
Okay. It's more just so that I know. That way.
Yeah. Going back to Rimehold, you know what you're doing.
Yep.
And so the knight turns about and he goes, one more thing. There's a fugitive elf running around. One of the guards let me know. I would avoid, and he kind of just looks at you and smiles, and he goes, I would avoid taking the bridge and going back that far south in Elven lands if I were you, and you might know the whereabouts of any fugitives. Or
Which way
people that shouldn't be.
What route should we require to go back? Should we take to go back?
The only other route to get to Rimehold is through the foothills.
To the foothills.
I know that that's a dangerous path. Bandits and all of that asked about. I know it is dangerous. I know that one might see bandits a bigger threat than elven guards. I can tell you, trust me, you do not want to tussle, fair maiden.
I'm just saying, this is your opportunity, Alana. Your opportunity to woo him.
He is a striking man.
He can be a striking man, but
He
with a
did just cut both heads
charisma
off.
of -1.
You never know what the dice got to say.
Hey.
He has called you fair maiden and bowed respectfully to a pretty lady in the area.
Yeah, he's showing you respect.
And you've not said a word.
Hmm.
You could use.
And so, well, right then. And he turns about and begins to walk away.
A man scorned has no,
A man
has
scorned.
no fear.
He could be a powerful ally.
Oh. Where are you traveling, Sir Knight?
Yes, fair maiden. Back to the sanctuary of Black Hollow with this relic, of course.
Is there a map to this Black Hollow?
In my mind, yes.
Can you share it since we're now on the same side?
I don't think the Ashen Vow would much like me giving away the headquarters that have been secreted away for 800 years now. You are quite lovely, my dear, but not that lovely.
Can you tell us anything that would help us in our next journey?
Told you quite a bit, but
I'm sorry. She's been stricken by your charm.
yes. Well, you are quite lovely, but unfortunately, I belong to another.
Ah,
I am betrothed, I might say. But thank you for the kindness.
Okay.
Be careful on your journey. Be careful in Rhinehold. There is just as many eyes per capita as there is in Dusk Hollow. They would be working against you if you are not careful. News travels fast in the Crimson Vale. Too fast. Just let Phelan know where your next location is, and we'll see if we cannot be of some kind of aid. And at that, he turns around, he walks back into the bush, and he passes the 4 dead bodies, and he kicks another one's head out of his way. Get out of my way, chap! And then you can hear him. Then at that point, you can hear that there was a horse back there. It neighs at its owner's return. He hops on his horse, and you can hear him ride off. But once he entered that brush, you could not see. But you can hear that he's heading south towards the same foothills he told you to go through on your way back.
I like that night.
This place is clear of any evil. It has walls and doors. I'm going to make an assumption that this is a good place to set camp for the night.
Okay.
No one can get to you from one side for sure and another without hearing.
We
Is
can-
your steel defender going to take watch again through
Yep.
the night? So you guys set camp, you eat, and you sit. What do you talk about?
I walk over to one of the bodies and kick their head. And
How does that make you feel?
proud
Very good. Nightly.
nightly?
Yeah.
And I remove a vertebrae.
Very good.
There's 4 dead bodies.
Roll me a d20, please.
Yeah, but he's taking these vertebrae or something that we don't know about.
No, I don't.
16.
16.
For all I know, he's making a necklace.
If you were to add this to the specific part of your collection, would you do it in the open where they could see, or to be something you would do in private?
Private.
Okay, with the 16, you're back towards them. You guys don't know this. You affix the vertebrae to the rest of your vertebrae knuckles, and it is now the thumb piece on your right hand.
Okay.
Roll me another d20.
10.
10. With a 10, you look on them and you begin to meditate a little bit, and your pinky on your right hand, you can feel it speak to you, and it says, to kill again. And that was from one of your first victories against a lizard folk. Small, thin vertebrae. To kill again.
Obviously, we don't know that. So I would assume at this point we're just kind of, building some kind of way of a fixed structure or some kind of fire out here in over on this side. We still have the walls here, the construct, surveying what little areas he can or needs to.
And if you guys don't want to discuss anything, you have time now.
No.
This is the most free you have been from danger or watchful eyes in a long time to speak with each other.
I think it's at this moment that Grunin, realizing that, one, the evil presence is now gone, the knight has very clearly cleared a pathway, is now letting his guard down. He sets his stuff down and just lays there and
Okay.
relaxes. There's no tension. There's no on edge. It's just pure relaxing.
I'm kind of just make myself at home in the camp area. I walk over to my partner and I thank him for his assistance continually, acting more of like a compatriot than like servant master.
Okay.
To the rest of the group, it would look like there's history,
Friendship.
friendship.
Okay.
Like we have been together for a long time.
Okay.
And then I ask it to continue to keep watch. And then I kind of like body doubling in the same general vicinity, but off to myself, and I prepare my it, infusions and
Okay. Very good. Ilana, as you begin meditation for the night, you enter into your trance. Your sister walks towards you and says, "In a way, it was me. I miss you, sister. Do well." And then she kind of just walks off, almost like a dream, but in your trance-like state. Uchaka, have you returned to the campsite with the others now that you've done your thing?
I have.
Where would you like to be?
I'll be right in the mix of it.
Right here.
Perfect.
As you begin to meditate before going to bed, this normal things that monks can do meditating at the same time, you just hear Shen's voice for the first time since you left the monastery. "Oh, good job, my boy. Make good choices.
I'm trying, Master Shen.
You are." And he, "Farewell." And kind of the voice goes away and you're meditating. And you all are now drifting to sleep in a weird but familiar feeling hits you. A heartbeat.
Hmm.
You all kind of begin breathing in tandem with the heart and fall asleep just as fantastically as you did in the tavern. And that's where we end session 1.
Nice.
Sweet.